Hello and welcome to my channel Crying Fly. My name is Steve and today I will show how can you install some Flatpak apps on your systems. And also I will show another things, and so I think we change to my desktop and then we start. But before we starting here with the installation of some Flatpak apps, we change to the website of flathub.org, and here we get some options where we can here maybe search for a program, or you can also click here on browse the apps, and on this side we have also an option to search for our programs what we will use here on our systems, and on the left side you get an option to filtering these programs here or games, and so I think it's very good for us, and with this one we come faster to the result. And when you click maybe here on Firefox, then you can read more about these programs here. Maybe when we scroll down, then you can see here the last date where the program is updated, and you can see here the last version of the program. And this one here is very important for us because here we get the information who is responsible for the program here. So then we come to the next one, and here with this button here, with the install button, you can install these Flatpak apps directly with your software center, or when we scroll down here, then can you see also an option where you can install these Flatpak apps over the terminal. And yes, but we come to this one here with the installation button, and this way you can use only when you have installed a plugin for the GNOME Software Center, or maybe for Discover, which is the software center on the KDE desktop environment. And when you have installed these plugins, then you can search directly there for a Flatpak app. You can install these programs, and so you have another way to get these programs here to your systems. And yes, before we can use these Flatpak apps, we must install Flatpak on our systems. And when I go back to this one here, you get some options where you can select your Linux distro, and then you can see the instruction for your system, and then you must only follow these steps here, and then you can install the Flatpak apps. And yes, but before we come to the next one, I will show also the way how you can install the Flatpak app for your software center, maybe here for Discover on openSUSE lib, by opening here Yast. Then we click here on software installation and search for Flatpak. And here you can see now this package here, Discover -backend -Flatpak, and when you install this package here, then you get the options to search directly in your software center for these Flatpak apps. And yes, okay, so I'm closing this here. And when you have installed Flatpak, then you must it here these Flathub repositories, but we change to this one here. We have 3 options. The first one is adding here this FlatHub repositories for all users here on the system. The second option is where we can edit this FlatHub repository for the current user here on the system. Maybe in my case is this the user Steve. And we have also the third option here where we can edit this FlatHub repository to an USB drive maybe, and we can also install all these Flatpak-Apps on this USB drive, and so we get also a way to use our programs on another computer maybe, but it's important that Flatpak is also installed there. And yes, so I think I show you my way to creating this one here on a USB drive. Here you can see that I have created a USB drive with the name Flatpak, and the file system is XFS. And now I copy this comment here where I create a new configuration file, and with this configuration file we say to Flatpak where is another installation where we have also some Flatpak-Apps what we can use here on our system. So, okay. Then I input this comment here. Okay. Then this one here. Okay. And now I copy this text here. And I get here an option where I can configure this one, and yes, I changing this path here, and I switch to my file browser tuner. Okay, Flatpak, and copy this one here, and changing. Okay, and yes, it's okay, and this one here is the name what we need later here for the installation. Here can you see it now, -- installation, and the name of this one, extra. Okay. The second line is the path, and the third line is the display name, and the last one is the storage type. Okay. So okay, save, okay, and the next one is exit and clear, and now we can add the FlatHub repositories with the option -- installation extra here. Okay, I copy this one here. Then I must input here my root password. And okay, But when you have maybe some problems here with adding this FlatHub repository or another one, you can solving this problem with this comment here. So, and here you can see now it's completed here with the repositories, and the next one is we installing here maybe Inkscape, and yes, so I copied this comment here now. And here you can see Inkscape, and another one is for the language, and here the permissions, and yes. So now we install this program here with yes, okay. Then I must input in here my root password. And now Flatpak install these apps here on my USB drive. It can be takes a while, and yes. So now it's finished here. And here you can see now Inkscape is installed here on my external drive here. Running this command here with a list, then you can see Inkscape is installed here. Okay, and now I copy this command here for to running here Inkscape from my USB drive, and yes, it's okay, and okay, and you can see now Inkscape works here perfectly when you install these Flatpak-Apps on your USB drive. So, and okay, Flatpak list, and here you can see now Inkscape system, and the next one here is Inkscape system with extra. This is the installation here of our on my USB drive. So then we come to the next one, and here you can see now other commands what we can do in here with Flatpak into the terminal, and with these comments here you get an information which NVIDIA driver version you can use here on your system, because it's very important which driver version did you have installed on your system. Then when you have a newer version of maybe here the NVIDIA drivers maybe here in Flatpak, then you can't use maybe Blender or OBS Studio, because you must have the same NVIDIA driver version on your system as like here in Flatpak. And with this comment here you can see now all NVIDIA drivers versions here in Flatpak, and when I scroll down, then you can see here the last version. This is the version 465-27, and when I opening here Yast, go to software installation and search for NVIDIA, and then on versions here, then you can see here that I use here on my system the version 465.19.01 -0 and so on, and this version is here installed on my system. And now we check which version I use here in Flatpak, and with this comment here, Flatpak -gl -drivers, you get the information which NVIDIA driver version you use here. I use here on my system, and okay, and here you can see I use the same versions like as here in Just. Here you can see it's the same version, and this is the reason why I have showed this one here today for you. And yes, so I closing this now. So then we come to this one here, and with this comment here you get some informations about your Flatpak app, maybe here in this case Inkscape. Okay, I copy this. Clear input, okay. And now you can see here all informations about this Flatpak here. You can see here different comments, subjects, where you can read more about, maybe here what is changing with the versions, and so you have also an option to changing to an older or a newer version maybe. And you can make this, and you use this line here, comment, and this text here, and you must use this comment here. Wait, I change back to my notice. Here with this comment here, Flatpak update -- comment, and then you must input here this text here, which version you will install here with Flatpak, and this one here, in this application ID you must input in the last point here. Okay, so then I clear this here, and I make here a Flatpak -- help. And here you can see also many options what you can do in here with Flatpak when you make this here into the terminal. You can see here the options: install, update, uninstall, info for what I have showed here before, repair when you have maybe some problems with your Flatpak-Apps or maybe with Flatpak itself. Good. And the next one is here this option for search. And with this option you can also searching here for some Flatpak-Apps. Maybe I search here for VLC Media Player. And it takes a while, maybe wait. And here you can see now the VLC media player here, and so you have another way to search for Flatpak-Apps. And yes. So, and this one here is also very important when you maybe have installed a Flatpak-App, and here you can changing the permissions and so on. So that was for today, and if you liked my video, then was good when you give me a thumb up please, and don't forget to subscribe my channel Crying Fly. And don't forget to click on the little bell here so you don't miss any news in the future. Okay, goodbye.